speak more about fats. So, from my understanding nowadays, with the little that I know, I've been able to see that most people appreciate being fat now. If some people get to do surgery, they want the big boobs, big tights, big breasts. They want to have the figure eight, chubby cheeks. They want their skin to be shining, fat, thick fat under the skin, so it look as if they are rich, they are influential, they are exposed, they are sexy, they are in vogue, they have like that charisma that they are on point. So it's something everybody wants now. Everybody wants to look that figure eight. There's a lot of people selling tummy belts so that the fat in your stomach can suppress down to your bum. you know there's a lot of some people even buy pills just to use for their bum, for the fat, for the fat cell in their bum to actually grow. Some people want the breast to get, some people even go and pump it. Some people do a lot of things, many surgeries. I think some part of Africa, I don't know, because I watch these things online. They admire it. You want a wife that is full everywhere. You want a wife that when you take her out, people will say you are taking care of her, that she's pretty, she's endowed. You want somebody that is loving. Just by looking at the person self, she's enticing. And sometimes it can be because of respect, because you want people to respect you. You want people to see you as someone that is rich, someone that is okay, someone that is not starved. And sometimes too, I think let me use Nigeria as an example. Yeah, if you are older, people tend to respect you more because they respect the fact that you are experienced, you are of age, you are a senior individual. So when you look like that age, people get to respect, even though you are not up to that age. So some people like to get fat, to get tall, so that people will respect them and love them, because or talk to them with more respect, treat them nicely, because they think they have come of age. I myself am a small statured person. I never understood that. Not even at the time when I don't know these things I do. I never respected that, because I really never liked too much fat. I just like to be on my off shape, stay young forever, have a flawless skin. I'm still working on that. Get to take care of myself in depth, everything nice, and it's a struggle for me, but I still do that. But believe me, this same fat that everybody wants now was and is still a disease, because you are not meant to actually grow those fat cells in your body in the first place, because by the time you start to get old and those fat cells are shrinking, it will affect the skin very fast, because the skin has widened, it has stretched. By the time you are getting old and the skin is coming back, it will now look like nylon, because it has been stretched. It damages the skin, it damages the muscle, it damages your tissue. Go and check 99% of bodybuilders, their old age is never nice. I don't mean people that keep fit. I mean people that build their body excessively. You cannot see them in their old age and you like them, especially those people that use drugs, those people that induce their body to get that derived thing. Believe me, it's always very, 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 very bad to see what they become. Fat is very bad for the skin. A lot of things that you eat get to store in this fat, and for people that have diabetes, after glucose has been overstored in their blood, now they're taking excess of insulin. The insulin will be converted even more glucose, and then it will, by the time the microbes are about to anabolize in their body, then it starts to store as fat cells. Now they get fat, and most of those things will not sit well in their body. Most of those cells will actually get damaged eventually. But now we thank God those body parts are being, some of them are being cut out during surgery. they are being extracted out of their body by them cutting it out. There's a lot of things I can't remember, but I just know that this fat is. Go and read about it. I'm going to upload videos about these things. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, I forget things very easily. But at least the ones I remember, I speak about it when I'm recording. This fat, please, let's reduce it. Fat is not something of pride. It's not something. It just. In fact, let me just speak a little bit about the little history I know about fat. Fat, people started getting fat because during slavery, especially African, go and check 100 or 150 years back and look at how our mothers, our grandmothers, our grandfathers were. You will notice that majority of them were skinny because they knew that it was wrong, it was bad then, it was not good for their health, it was no fashion. They started when they started getting blacks as slaves, and they had to feed them in excess so that they can have enough energy to work on their farms, especially when they were selling, they were making sugar for sale, they were cultivating, they started working on farms, selling and using them for trade and all that. I mean the crops, and then they were using them for trade. So the slaves that they took, they had to feed just the same way a shepherd feeds their animals. Just for, at the end of the day, what does a good shepherd does? To kill the stock or to sell them out. It's only someone that keeps them as a pet that will not harm them. But naturally, the only thing a good shepherd can do is that maybe he gave you excess food, he takes care of you, he give you water at the right time, and not starve you. At the end of the day, it's going to eat you up or sell you out. So exactly how those people, those two people, colonials did then, they gave those slaves excess food for them to be able to work effectively, have enough energy to work excessively on their farms and not getting tired. But that time it was a different thing entirely. People were eating and they were working at the same time. They were burning the fat while working, and most of those eminent of those fats will end up building into their muscles. But now people eat, and they don't even do any physical activity. Oh God, it's injurious. It's injurious to your body, to your brain, everything. If you are at this end of this fat, please don't feel bad. I'm not saying this to feel bad. In fact, I care for you. Please read about these things. Try to get to reduce the things that you consume. They are very, very bad. There are a lot of diseases that can come out of this: obesity, PCOS, hysterics, mental disorders, mental illness, and it can eat you at any time. Think of old age, because your body will continue to grow. I've said it before, your body is like a sack that you pour things inside, and it extracts, and it's saving all these things you are pouring inside of it. The food you are, I don't even wonder, this food I'm eating, why is it making me fat? It's just storing. Naturally, the body is built that way because it prepares you for farming, so that, oh, when there's no food, it will go back to consume those things. But naturally, there's no farming. You've been eating for like 50 years of your life, and these things have been storing in fact, to carry your body is a problem. Those things are not good. And I shared a picture of a particular woman that started, that the first one that had the hips and the bum that everybody craves for now, and how she was, I don't want to speak about that, how they used that and all that. That's not for this video. And why I related to that video was because they were farmers. So while farming, they were naturally squatting. They would bend their hips up, their heads bowed down, and they were cultivating. So if just try it, maybe when you finish watching this video, be on that shape or that posture whereby you are cultivating. You will notice that you are mostly using your back and your stomach. You will cultivate, go down, come up. It's like an exercise. So naturally, those parts that were going down, coming up, fat could not store there because they were using that part most. So the part they were not using mostly was the bum and the tights. They were using their hands too to cultivate. So all the fat that could not be burnt out stored naturally in their bum. So that was why it was like. But now it's beauty. Please, let's check it and let's change these things. Ask your questions. Send me questions. I appreciate it.